Hello, my name is Ludger Brümmer and I will be presenting you 3 of my compositions. I'm very thrilled to do that. And let me start with a short introduction who I am. I'm a composer of acousmatic and audiovisual music, studied in Essen at the Volkwang and did a 2-year scholarship at the Center for Computer Research in Music and Acoustic, Stanford University, which was very interesting for me. As a visiting scholar and later professor, I taught in Kingston, London, at the Sonic Arts Research Center in Belfast, the School of Design Karlsruhe, and finally at the State University of Music Trossingen, where I'm still teaching. Between 2003 and 2023, I was head of the Institute for Music and Acoustics, later Herz Lab of the ZKM Center for Art and Media in Karlsruhe. And what we did there was we created new works, invited artists, curated concerts, and curated and organized the Gigahertz Award, one of the few electroacoustic awards with prize winners like Brian Eno, Laurie Anderson, Pauline Olivieros, Pierre Boulez, John Chowning, Francis Domond, and many others. And Pierre Horry as well, I shouldn't forget him. Publications is another thing what we did there. We published a CD with Curtis Rhodes, with music of Curtis Rhodes, with music of Eliane Radic, or music of Alvin Lucier. As well, we published books like From Xenakis Ep01 to Graphic Notation Today, which I published together with Peter Walbe and Sharon Kanach, or the book The Hub Pioneers of Network Music. My personal expertise as a composer is in the field of spatial music, algorithmic composition, and in algorithmic composition I work mostly with the deconstruction of sounds of existing music. As well, another field is physical modeling and the visuals created with physical models. I as well did pieces for interactive video and interactive audio. In some works, I collaborated with visual artists like Rosalie Bernd Lintermann from the ZKM or Volker Kuchelmeister. The first piece you will hear tonight was created for the ZKM Klangdome. It was the first piece created for the Klangdome and performed in 2006. It was a high frequency recorded and production, everything was created in 192 kilohertz, which was very rare at that time. So the quality is very crisp and even though it is transposed down to 48 kilohertz now. The title refers to the instrument Glasharfe, which you probably know. And all of the samples I recorded for this piece are created with the material of glass and metal. Metal is mostly the string of the piano, and I did everything with these materials to get the most exciting sounds. I slided them, I plugged them, and throw them against each other, etc. The work uses several algorithms to place grains into space or to generate structures and patterns, density and intensity, and choose the sonic materials by the patterns. The last part is a bit different than the first part, since it uses a real celesta sound, recorded at the ZKM after a concert of the Ensemble Modern in the ZKM Cube. They left their celesta there for the night, and I stayed there, and you know, this morbid feeling of the rooms, of the spaces which were left by the audience, by people. Everything is suddenly silent and dark, and it was a very interesting aura, and I hope this aura is transported in the second part of the piece to the concert space. The second piece you will hear tonight is Deconstructing Double District, created in 2010, and one of the very short pieces I did. It's a work for audio and video, and the video is created by Volker Kuchelmeister. The performers are Saburo Teshigawara and Ryoko Sato. The concept can be described as a dynamic sculpture. And this sculpture is created by a scan line which freezes movements of these two persons and going basically down in this video. The music development is in the beginning subtle and almost silent, and it develops quickly into an orchestral structure characterized by rapid rhythmic beats where energy is condensed and intensified with very interesting and unique sonic qualities. The climax is building up and even more densified, and it is an implosion basically happening when the dancers disappear. My idea for this work was to contextualize a very strong dramatic expression of the music so that the visual gets part of this dramatic aspect. The second piece, the third piece you will hear tonight is Falling, 2020, and it's nearly 27 minutes long. The work was created during the Beethoven year and uses Beethoven's late masterpiece, the Große Fuge, Opus 133, as its primary sound material. So all of the sounds you hear in that composition are made out of the deconstruction of this sonic material. The piece begins with algorithmically processed melodic loops and transitions into a massive 12.5-minute section where a single Beethoven phrase of 28 seconds is stretched and layered to create a new polyphonic substance. It's a bit it's a bit abstract what I say, but this work contrasts high complexity with sudden changes into moments of quiet intimacy, simplicity, of guessing quotes you might recognize, quotes of the Beethoven 133, of increasing rhythmical energy versus the slowing down of the flow of time. My hope is that the work should guide you into your inner self, guessing and imagining.